A VR review of the BMW M4 in its GT4 configuration. I quite like this. There's lots of room, lots of visibility, good clear sight lines. The steering wheel is a nice cutout. You do have to get quite close to it to be close enough to the dash. The M4 is a long car from seat to the front of the windscreen, but the way it's handled in the GT4 car at least is quite good. You can be quite high up in the car. Let me just see where we're at. 3.5, 4 centimeters, even up to 4.5, 5, and you can still have room for your head. 6, you're not clipping any of this stuff at the top. There's a natural spot for the mirror, for that black cutout at the top of the windscreen. That mirror, the rearview mirror, is a bit big and quite intrusive. You can never sort of get that out of your sight line, and it has your own helmet in it, and there's not a great deal of visibility through there. I would be tempted to turn that off and just have it black and rely on the really big, nice, clear side ones there, or of course the virtual mirrors, you should usually always do in VR anyway. The relative has a beautiful gap on the dash for it there. You can just whack it on there, and that's as close to a place to hang something in VR as any car has, and I really like that about this. Cars that have places to put the black box that don't overlap, like that BMW badge, I guess we can move it over slightly. Yeah, that just, it feels good. It makes it feel like that UI is part of the car. The dash, look, it's a little small in that at this distance, this is an Oculus Quest 2, it's clearer there, but then of course I've got the steering wheel in my chest. Back here, there's just a few too many words and numbers that are just too small to read there, but the basics of revs, gear, and your delta down the bottom, your lap time, are pretty clear. Look, this is a great car for VR. Let's drive it around a little bit to see. I haven't even mentioned it's got those couple of black bars across the windscreen. You do not notice them. Looking through the apex there, through it, no problems at all. I thought when I first sat in that they would be distracting. Well, there we go, over the top of that. But they're not. Just dump my seat down slightly. What is distracting is seeing my own helmet reflection in that mirror. So like I said, I would turn that off, because otherwise your brain just gets tired of having to block out that information. There's movement there all the time, and you have to ignore it to focus on other things. And it unfortunately cuts in a little bit. As I was looking for the apex through there, you've got a smaller gap to look through. But look, for a race car, for a converted race car, the fact that that mesh is quite small and low, that you've got enough room above your head, that there's no big distracting things, it's a really good place to spend a lot of time in VR.